can't find a D4, and I'm afraid of a caltrop incident later in my life.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 39 of Star Chasers. Lost in Space. One might argue they've been lost in space the whole time. Last time, the bridge crew beat up my Shade Lore, and that was fine. Just really kicked the shit out of them. And then we cut back to, and then they started to head back to the town, and we cut back to the interns and the remaining crew of the ship, where they have been captured, kidnapped, and put into these pods that they proceeded to escape from, free all their friends, and encountered two gelatinous shape-shifting creatures that are kind of like a mix of like these segmented bugs with 4 legs and the monsters from John Carpenter's The Thing. And we pick up back there with Warminster slightly glowing, just looking at his hand.
Warminster, how are you feeling? Are you all right?
I'm a bit logy. I'm tired.
Right.
I don't feel on my game. Knifington, do you have one of those energy drinks? Starts rifling through his sack.
I think. Well, so the area we're in, it's not like we're at the end of a dead end, or are we? Or are we? The room we came out of into this area, is it off like a passage? Is there more than one direction?
So the room, the room you came out of is an incredibly long hallway that goes further back than you have even explored. So you have 2 directions. You're at the end of a hallway, but it's an L and it keeps going, and then you could go down the other way as well to see if there's anything else down that way. So your options are left or up.
Okay.
And I've got one of these suckers knocked out, don't I?
Yes, you subdued one. So that's
yeah.
Cool.
There's one big jelly pile, and then another one's kind of on its back, twitching a leg.
I have to ask you, friend Corey. Now what?
Yes. Do you intend to speak with it, or?
Well, and kind of figured that might be the best way to figure out what's happening here, other than going to find more of these things and then fighting those.
Now that you've said it aloud, that probably was my plan. Okay.
Only problem is I know how to knock it out. I'm not quite sure how to wake it up.
Or how to bind it up. It's really jelly.
It's really jelly, and then it can change shapes, which I hate.
It's mutable. Can we seal it in one of those containers we were in?
You can try.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
Okay. Corey, let's try that. So we go back into the room, and then we had opened them, figured out how to open them. So if we can, maybe let's put that guy in there, and then they were able to speak our language, so we should be able to speak with them.
And this one used to be Alvar, correct? It's no longer Alvar shaped?
Correct.
Recently Alvar shaped, right.
What happened to all its Alvar stuff? Was that, like, did it just turn into all the same ooze?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they are from your estimation, very powerful shapeshifters. Because they're not mimicking just appearances; they're mimicking abilities, magic items,
it's like shape change, right?
Or stuff and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need to be very careful. I've got some experience with shape changers, and they're no good.
Okay.
Just hard to trust them. Yes. Okay. So we can put it inside and seal it, and then how do we waken it? Maybe I'm going to use Mage Hand, maybe to sort of slap
it,
wake it up. Hey, you. 5 pounds of pressure.
It's like slapping Jello, just kind of.
Right. Yeah.
It's all wiggly wobbly. It kind of snaps tension. It stretches one of its legs to right itself, and it kind of it extends its neck a little bit. It's usually kind of a little flat, but extends its neck area, and two little beady eyes appear and start looking at all of you, and their eyes kind of keep stretching and looking in different directions.
It's the grossest snail I've ever imagined. So it's awake.
It's awake, yep.
Is it just seemingly just curious, or can we read any kind of energy off of it ambiently with?
Oh, you would say it's mad. You locked it up.
But, okay.
Yeah, it's not saying anything. If you're not going to talk to it, it's not talking to you.
Right, and it's at like 1 hit point or something, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I guess I'll get close to the glass and start interrogating it as intimidatingly as possible. What's going on here? What's happening?
It produces a mouth to smile at you with as many fangs as it can.
I hate it.
Shapeshifter flex. Okay. No response other than the toothy smile, huh?
Nope.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, we're going to systematically kill all of your kin, and probably you last, if you aren't able to help us get out of here.
You're going to kill us all.
And I'll smile at him really big.
Oh, Orpho. I thought you were the smart one.
I'm not.
Interesting.
What? Yeah, you're putting the real down energy into the chamber right now. But why do you think that's ridiculous?
We are unending.
Oh, okay.
Tell that to your buddy out in the puddle out in the hallway.
Oh, him? He'll be reamassed into the central goop, and everything will be fine.
If he gets reamassed, sure, you have to have this you need to have your infrastructure. That's what we're saying. We're going to take all that out. You're just going to, dissipate.
Sorry, both Corey and Villyana behind you.
Central goop?
It's just called the central goop?
Yeah.
That's your supreme intelligence?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, you were rightfully horrified of our central goop.
Yeah.
Now just imagining Gwyneth Paltrow as the central goop.
Oh, now now it has an entirely different wrinkle.
That's crazy weird. Okay. Yep, buddy. I've got nowhere to go. I'm in a cul-de-sac. Central goop.
Yes. So Orpho, you have threatened to evaporate his friend before he can reach the central goop.
Central goop, yeah.
Yeah, and he'll just continue to have this, Cheshire cat, but all fangs smile at you.
Okay.
Starting to think I should have just killed it.
Well, I think it was good to get a read on their intention and their likelihood their willingness to negotiate. Doesn't seem like that's present. So, maybe we should just finish this guy off and then carry on, try and find our way out of here.
He says, "I'll negotiate. You all get back in your pods, and we won't slaughter you."
As I
Yeah,
was
you
saying.
see,
Villyana
you're
starts
not
walking
really
back
in
to her
that
pod.
position.
No, Villyana, come back. Shh.
I'm being told no.
Please.
This amoeboid, they person. Is there a better way to address you? Do you have a pronoun or surname or?
They say that our names are lost to the centuries.
Are you one? Once you're separated from the central goop?
No, he said he didn't have a name. His name is not Juan. He doesn't have a name.
Yeah. They will the most exaggerated shrug. These little gelatinous shoulders can
you
give
grew shoulders for that. That's extra insulting. Well, I would rather not. This be antagonistic, but you're not making it easy. I've known and celebrated a number of slimes in my time, and oozes, if you prefer. I don't. Again, I want to learn your words.
They'll sneer at that. Like, that is a lesser being than our perfection. An ooze.
Right, an ooze is much lesser than a goop. Got it, buddy.
Obviously, it goes goop, slime, ooze.
No,
Ochre is in there somewhere.
Somewhere. You got it. Okay. Well, are you more? Can I? I'm just not sure what expertise I can bring to bear on this. Is it an arcana? Like, have I dealt with doppelgangers? They're talking about a central goop, which suggests either an ooze or even an illithid, kind of like a mother brain or whatever they call that thing. Can I try and I don't know what I'm trying to glean or how, but I want to glean it. Can I roll?
If you want to make an Arcana check, you can try.
Okay. Can I ask Starshine or for her insight?
I'll know so much.
Okay, you're connected to a celestial realm. Maybe
I'll ask.
Okay. Okay, hold on. I think I'm rolling. There's one. And then here's another. Okay. Oh, the second one's very good. Are you seeing this, Andrew, or you were tracking my rolls as well?
I think I have to go. Hold on, let me go into the campaign and then I can do that.
Yeah, that's good. I got the 12 and a 22. If you're letting me consult with Starshine.
There we go. Okay, yeah. Ew, with your mythic dice set.
Because I'm getting there's some gelatinous cube at work here, but it's shape changing like doppelganger. It doesn't like slimes or oozes, which might be its own hierarchy. Like, it might consider itself above that. I know some people who worship Jubilex. Like, is it a Jubilexian thing?
Sorry, how do you spell doppelganger? How do you not
know Doppel?
Oh, E-L.
E-L, yeah.
But how, D&D Beyond, how do you not know what I was trying to say?
Do you mean Doppler radar?
Right. I don't think that they have similar search terms.
No, they do. It'll be, did you mean blah 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 if you get it just a little bit wrong, and that's just one letter off. So
then they don't have the right similar search terms.
Ooze folk. What book are you from? That makes sense. Okay, hold on just a second, and I will give you your answer. Okay. So they are certainly in the ooze family.
Okay.
Like that is for sure. They look like oozes. Maybe they're like a monstrosity, like a doppelganger is.
Okay.
But they're clear. Like I said, they're clearly very powerful shapeshifters.
Yeah. They have an intelligence, obviously.
They have
maybe a hive intelligence.
Maybe a hive intelligence.
Okay.
And okay, so saying that, you don't necessarily know anything else about them. Very possible they worship Jubilex. You are familiar with Jubilex, being
okay.
a Denzian of the Underdark, but their default shape and the fact that they have a hive intelligence does make you think that their default shape looks like Clockwork Horrors. Clockwork Horrors have a hive intelligence, and looking around, like, it's the shit from Aliens, I basically said, but it's a lot of clockwork stuff. Like, this is clearly not a Clockwork Horror, but enough's overlapping that maybe it's something related.
Okay. I cast Friends. I cast Villyana on this, which really just gives me advantage on charisma checks, but I want to try and continue to appeal to its better nature here, which it almost certainly does not have.
Its fangy smile becomes just a regular smile. It's still creepy and big, but, you know.
Yeah, no, but that's creepy and big is everywhere when I go home. There's a whole festival dedicated to it. Well, and I'm not really off-put by all its creepy and bigness, so I'm trying to radiate that back to it, because I'm really trying to make it feel like it's the bummer here. Like, it's not, it's bringing this harshness to it. We woke up in your goop tubes, and so we're very disoriented. Whoa. We seem to have been abducted.
We would never put you in a goop tube.
Okay.
The most sacred of tubes.
Now I'm being talked down to. But, like, yeah, so we're just trying to get the lay of the land. I don't want to have to kill a bunch of you, or you kill a bunch of us, that kind of thing. So I'm just wondering to, kind of feel you out a little bit, if you don't mind. Because I think we could be friends as a whole people, or what have you. So, like, I noticed you seem to kind of body snatch. Am I right? I don't know if you have a word for it, but in the Underdark, it's gluck. But, yeah.
We call it John Carpenter's-ing the thinging.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really, really concise. Now, body snatching. We call it body snatching.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah. See, we're not so different. So, okay. But now, do you need to body snatch to, like, could you make my face? Could you make my face now without body snatching me and putting me in a tube?
They concentrate for a second. And they don't make your face on their face, they make it on their side. As if you were kind of like pushing your face out of their goop body.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, you seem to have a lot of autonomous body control. That's neat. I saw you were casting spells, though, as my friend Alvar over there. Could you cast those spells now, or do you have to be Alvar to do it? Just between you, me, and the tube here. Hey, could we have the room just a minute, just to be in the tube monster goop?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk out in the hallway.
Just between you and me, we're look. I get it. They come off with a lot of energy, but
the goop says, Andy Hatton's the goop. Mm-hmm. The goop kind of squints its beady little eyes at you.
Which it had to grow for this very purpose.
Yep. And says, "No, you're trying to find out more about us. You already know enough about us. That's why we got you. We'll get your friends, too."
Because we already knew about you. Well, that is very interesting. And forgive me if Marty's imagination is not picturing this correct, but I am going to kind of like get a little bit closer. And then kind of be like, that's very interesting because something I know, and I close the tube.
Oh, I thought the tube was already closed.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure if we were interrogating him
closed.
through it or not. Okay, well, yeah, that makes more sense that we wouldn't leave it open, but all right. No, shit, then I don't have a boss way to go out on this and be like, I'm done with you. I want to kind of pull the Scarlett Johansson, the Scarlet Widow. What's her name? Black Widow. I want to call the Natasha, where it's kind of like turn around and be like, oh, you've told me everything. Cool. Moment here.
Yeah, friends wears off.
Yeah, yeah. Well, isn't that the thing? Did you replace them, or was this like the height of your like evolution? Is this what you were originally? You can tell me. It's still mostly us. I know friends were off. Just do me a freebie.
It looks up at the top of the tube, and it stretches and pulls itself out of a grate at the top of the tube.
Oh, like in the room, or like it's going to a
like there's like a grate at the top of the tube that none of you would have fit through, but he's a jail monster.
Okay.
So so it's in the tube. That's where the you all had metal you had like metal rings on your head. It's where that's hanging from, so you can see a bunch of electricity and wires and kind of.
Do I need a switch to open up the tube?
Yeah, but once you loosen it, it's not too hard, so you can do it a lot easier than before.
Well, can I say, Corey, open the tube?
I'll run it. I was on my toes ready at the door, like as soon as Villyana sent us out of the room.
Yeah, just open the tube real quick.
Yeah.
I'm trying to Eldritch Blast it before it gets away.
Okay, go ahead.
It's got one hit point. Yep. It's this. It doesn't look good. I can't read any of these dice. I even got the new dice set. I don't know if you can see my dice set, by the way. But
I can see that you're rolling with the mythic. Oh,
yeah.
That looks like a 2.
Right.
It does,
but it's a 9. It's the. I'm not lying when I say it's
because it's got the underline under it.
It definitely looks like a 2.
But yes, it's a 15.
Okay,
so
a 15's a hit. So
okay.
Yeah, thunk. All right.
Yeah.
Skitter.
Oh, boo. Anyway, any damage would have done. So.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But I did roll a 1 for the folks at home.
But
damage. But boo. It's like, okay. All right. Surprising even me. I think I know what's going on here.
What's going on here?
Well, it said very specifically, we knew everything we needed to know. And I've got to tell you, I don't know a lot. But very recently, we came into an awful lot of knowledge about our lost
trees. The lost ones, yes.
Thank you, Warminster. You're glowing.
Thank you. I've been.
No, it's not
it's a bit of a glow up. I know. I've been working on it.
Yikes! No, we're going to have to get you to a real cleric. Okay, but
I can see my bones.
Ooh.
So, but they're not clockwork cars, but I think some of the, like I kind of try and chip away some of the chitin or kind of like the condensed goo or whatever. Like, can I get to some clockwork here?
Uh-huh.
Like,
Definitely.
My little athame here and just like, yeah, the only thing I don't know is where the, okay. So, here's my hypothesis.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Either the lost ones who were clockwork beasts or made clockwork beasts to work for them, maybe as simulacra of themselves. So maybe these are the lost ones. Or this race encountered the lost one and was like, whoop, now you're us, and now we're the lost one. Or they were like, fuck clockwork, this sucks. I wish I had more amoeboid bits. I wish I had more pseudopods to move around.
I want to be a goop horror.
So we will ascend by interacting maybe with some kind of space jamming goo fluid. Look, there's some holes in my theories, but one of these is, I think, I'm close. When we get to the central goop, I'm going to ask it and it's going to tell me.
I'm going to slap it like jello.
Trying to remember all the things that we learned about the lost ones.
Yeah, and you have not reported back to everyone about this. So none of the... So Finmayar and Yanara know. But... So they're kind of looking at you like that makes sense.
I know, right? I'm surprised too.
And Alvar will raise his hand. Okay. So you found out about these lost ones, these clockwork horrors.
Yes.
And then they got up on you. So who is the first one to be taken?
Do I know it's me?
Well,
timeline-wise, I probably have the biggest black.
Yeah, so
blackout,
he'll
right?
start to ask what's the last thing everyone remembers. So
Yeah.
you were the first member of the Star Chasers, but
Right.
Honey of Bees is the first
Honey
one
of
here.
Bees.
Yes, Honey of Bees.
Or Marley's dad.
Marley's dad has
Going
no
on.
idea who any of you are. Like, he has no context for any of this. He's like, I was in the Shadowfell. None of you have ever... I don't...
No, but I
I
know
was-
you dig me.
I was in the Palace of the Raven Queen. I'm not asking you on a date, Villyana. I'm married.
With the drow, that's not a serious thing.
It's...
Like,
it's not you, it's me.
okay, so there's a sign there's a chance. Okay.
People change,
okay.
Marley's dad.
Look, I don't. We live a long time, so I'm here for a long time, not a good time, if you know what I mean. That's how we say it in the Underdark. Anyway,
He's from the Shadowfell, and he grimaces at that.
well, it sounds lovely. Okay, so Mr. Dark and Handsome, who we don't have a name for yet.
Jupiter, by the way.
I love that name.
Although I'm Marley's dad.
It'll look super good 100 times.
I'm a level 15 thirst trap. Thank you. I'm a paladin. Oath of the thirst trap.
You are pulling it off. All right, so in Mrs. of Bees, you don't...
Please. Miss of Bees.
Apologies and respect. Miss of Bees,
Oh, yeah.
you were going to attend a seminar.
Yeah.
You remember somebody with shitty AA coffee and a cookie coming up to you and being like, hey, you'll make it work, baby.
You got
And
coffee?
I'm projecting.
Okay. We didn't get the coffee. I had to give up all my lively possessions.
Friend to friend, you were in a cult.
No, because they burned them in front of me. What kind of cult would do that and try and erase my personality?
Every cult?
Most cults.
Her eyes go from very small to very big, like cats do. Oh, wow.
I know. Okay. So where was that? Were you in Fae space when this
Yes,
happened?
I was in fairy space. I was at the Mixar.
Mm-hmm.
And the last thing I remember was a sweaty man. That sweaty man points at Captain Joseph Winters. That sweaty man
so
was
then
hitting on me.
What's the last thing you remember, Sweaty Man?
I remember just really knocking it off with that Tabaxi lady.
I'm going to say don't make it gross, but like you don't know how. It's like being mad at a puppy for peeing on something. It's like, it doesn't know.
And you would find that, like, attractive or...
No, not at all.
Noted.
Okay, so we're going to skip you. I should... Van Wilder and History Elf. Nope. I'm coming back. I'm looking at my notes. The elves. Our friends, the elves. We're getting there. Hold on. It's Fenmeyer and Yanara.
You were very close.
I was getting there.
History Elf and Yunara.
Yeah, they'll say they were... The last thing they remember is getting on the shuttle with the three of you.
Okay, and that's roughly the last thing I remember, right?
Yeah.
Approaching the shuttle or being on the shuttle. Okay, so we were taken at the same time. Okay, so you were there with us on the planet then. You remember going to the library? We had a lot of fun in the library. We fought a monster.
Yeah, we had to fight a Bodak.
Okay. So that's good. When, my friends, Corey, what's the last thing you remember? And Orpho, what's the last thing you remember?
The last thing I remember was being on the ship and splitting off into groups, and I think it was Knifey was acting strange, and then I was here.
Knifey, do you remember this?
No. The last thing I remember was going to a gas station and really piling on the food. Is that wrong?
I don't know why anybody hates you, Knifey.
It's that gas station sushi. That's what did it. These things were they're larvae.
Yeah, no, this... Okay, well, that checks out.
Gas station, Knifey?
You know what? You've been in one gas station, you've been in them all. It's really a blur. I think I see things after I eat the sushi.
Okay, well, you're an unreliable narrator.
Yeah, he is probably your patient zero.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably latched himself onto the ship.
Before Honey of Bees, can we get any kind of, like, what's the last day you remember? Does he know days?
No, okay, so it would have been before you met that ship. He kind of, yeah, he pieces, he tells you what gas station it was, and you piece together enough that he's been gone for, like, a couple weeks.
Okay. Yeah.
That's disturbing.
No, he got this from some goddamn gas station sushi. Now I'm convinced. Okay.
I licked a pile of goop. Is that okay? I thought it was nacho cheese flavored.
It was weird that it was waiting in front of me in line. But I didn't see no price tag, and that means it's free. Okay. Well, what you got, Orpho? Because I've put the puzzle together, and I still don't know what it means.
I come back in from outside. What's that?
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. We killed this goop. Or is its body trying to return to the Earth or anything? Is it melting?
The other one?
Yeah.
It's starting to turn like a solid color. It's starting to turn like kind of like silverfish gray. Or silver, I guess. It has that little iridescence to it.
Do we need to burn their bodies so they can't reintegrate?
Well, I don't know. It definitely seemed to think, right? It was like, my body's gonna be fine.
On my world, when we have shape changer problems, we usually have to put them in a crystal. I don't think that's going to be the solution here, though.
Anyway, you have a crystal?
Do you have one?
Well, if they're positing that they're all part of the same race, that they're all like these goopy things that are all going to sort of separate and have a unimind, then if we destroy the thing that would reintegrate or somehow make it so that wouldn't work, maybe that will help reduce their potency. And if they're dead, so that we don't get surprised from behind, maybe.
Joseph Winters pulls a
making
crystal from around his neck. He says, "I have a crystal."
No.
Oh, I'm not touching that.
No, I am for sure leaving the room. That can mess with the avionics, man. You got to know that.
It does emit a powerful aura.
Miss of Bees, could you just don't be alone?
Okay.
There's a gelatinous predator on board, and also these bad guys.
Alvar says, I mean, burning it sounds like a pretty good idea. Should we just leave? Why should we fight the central goop? We need a central. We don't need to fight a central
we have to
goop.
figure out how to get out of here. I mean, if they're going to come after us, I mean.
Okay.
Also, we can't let things like this persist.
All right.
Also, I heard them talking, and I think they want something from us. So I don't think that us leaving is going to make the problem stop.
Our gold. They have our gold.
I mean,
what would they want with it?
Yeah, but they already have that. They were talking like they didn't have the thing.
Poor Alvar.
Alvar wants the gold, though. Well,
what?
What do you mean? They'd spend it.
They'd have it.
Things.
That's what you want to do with it.
It's bad enough. Okay. If we are relatively sure each of us is not a goop monster, we should come up with some kind of code phrase or thing so that because they can look like us. They're going to look like us. At some point, you're going to have to fight a shadow Villyana, and she's going to probably look and sound the same, but she's going to be mean or something. So, you will want to know that it's not Shadow Villyana. But she might have all of my memories, so it has to be new memory. It can't just be rainbows, because they can't be rainbows. It's too easy. Of course I'm thinking of rainbows. It should be rainbows. Let's use rainbows.
But they'll know that.
It's a dark rainbow.
You're right.
Let's
stick together.
Well, yes, obviously, but they're going to try to separate us. They're going to be like, here's a fun idea for an episode. Let's break off into small groups.
Alvar puts his hand down because that was 100% going to be his suggestion.
But yes, let's split into groups. Well, let's actually come up with a code phrase though, and it has to be something weird even for us. Like it can't just be because again, dark rainbows. Even I'm a little
central goop. How about?
Yeah, right. Because they wouldn't want to tell us. They wouldn't come right out and be like central goop.
Why don't we say Gwyneth?
Whichever one of your characters that was, Andy. I think Alvar.
I think it was Alvar. Yeah. I'm the captain for a reason.
Yeah, Central Goop, because they wouldn't just be like, Central Goop, you guys. Like, God forbid, unless that's one of their greetings, in which case we're going to get really screwed really quick. But
bar, 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 Central Goop, bar, 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 bar.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Okay.
Something like innocuous, like pomegranate?
Joseph Winter says, pomegranate does not work for me.
So gross. Okay, yeah.
I don't really want to talk about
Is this a democracy?
Well, it's apparently something that even Shadow Joseph Winter might think of, so... Okay, so I think Central Goop, with a backup of Gwyneth. So if Central Goop, and we ask a follow-up question, and it's Gwyneth.
Okay.
Obviously, they're Goop Lord. Gwyneth of Paltrow.
Paltrow.
Oh, no.
Okay. Okay, so let's advance, yeah? We'll kind of space shooter our way through this.
Okay.
Pew pew.
Right. Okay.
I'll pull out my crossbow.
Now, we know we've eliminated Alvar. We don't know which one the other one was, right? It was a space bug the whole time? And
correct.
Is that right?
Correct.
Okay.
Well, the one that turned into Alvar, like, in front of our eyes, didn't it?
I thought it was Alvar when we got there.
He went around the corner.
It stepped aside.
And then it went around the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, but are they imprinted to just replicate one person, or could another one, replicate Alvar? I mean, that's I don't know if it's a
Yeah.
I'm for you, Jim Kirk moment or not.
Yeah, I asked the one in the tube if it could make any of us without putting us in a tube, and it kind of made my face. It was really cool, actually. It was pretty neat. It was like, and it was sticking out to my face. Anyway, you can imagine it. But that wasn't really telling. It didn't answer my question, really.
It might be able to download you from a database.
Yeah. So,
right. Or just look at you, right? Okay. Let's pick a direction.
Yeah.
We have one point of reference. Should we try and hide what's happened, or should we not worry about that and just try to get?
Well, this one's already in a tube. If we want to
makes sense.
Drag the other kind of
it's dead, right?
They're both dead. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's drag the other one in here, so it's not just in the hallway, right? That's on this road.
Right. Let's try and burn them if we can. I don't know how long that would take, but I have a torch. I have 10 torches, according to my sheet. I'll light all 10 of them. No. I'll light one and just burn the bodies.
Okay.
In the tubes to contain the smoke, maybe. And then wait till they sort of are crackly. What happens to it as it burns?
It almost turns into like mercury droplets. Like it's like quicksilver. It scatters and it looks like they're trying to rejoin. And they just keep getting smaller and smaller bits. And it's pouring off this disgusting green smoke.
Yeah, I don't want to be in the room for that, but that don't stop it.
Well, I'm trying to keep the thing like halfway, whatever, partway closed to just keep some oxygen to keep the fire going. But like,
yeah. Now the tube alarms start going off, and it activates a sprinkler system in the tube.
Okay.
Who's that?
Interesting. Now, is it?
So if you try and burn your way out,
really loud,
it just douses you.
Sure.
The alarm's pretty loud. Yes.
Oh, good.
Okay. Well, let's GTFO, or we could wait and see what happens if it brings something to us.
I feel like we're really cornered if they bring a lot of them, so we should probably be at least in the hallway area.
Or try and... Yeah. Yes, let's do that. Is there any position from which we could potentially wait and see unobserved? To see who comes to answer the call?
Back in your tubes?
Oh, no. Okay, no. Doesn't sound good.
Don't love it.
But otherwise it's a pretty open area. It's pretty open hallways.
Right.
Yeah, no, you haven't gone very far, so you couldn't see if there's maybe another room somewhere. But
well, I said that's the problem with hive minds. Not a lot of privacy.
True.
We've seen it.
Open office concept. Open up mind office concept. Yeah, let's pick a direction, right or left, then. What do you think?
Adventurers go left.
Okay.
That's what I've heard.
Let's go left.
Okay.
Okay.
Picturing it in my head. Okay, so you head down the long hallway. You see more rows and rows of tubes. Some of them have skeletons in them. Other ones more recent corpses. You pass by no one else who is alive.
Yeah. We get out just in time, I think.
Literal gut check. Are we like hungry? Do they seem like they wasted away from negligence, or do they seem like they were disintegrated slowly by goop monsters?
Give me a medicine check.
They're feeding off of the bodies.
All right, I don't have a good wisdom. I sold my soul, but
blah, blah, blah.
What part?
Blah, blah, blah.
Sorry, what?
I've seen oozes in.
You've seen people waste away chained to something before.
Yeah, look, I've seen it all. I've seen a lot. It's really haunted in here.
Okay, so there's two things for sure. One, you think they probably starved to death.
Okay.
The other thing is, some of them have, like scarring around where the thing is touching their head, like electricity kind of looking things. So maybe that's another way to keep people in line, is they can shock them or something.
Okay.
Or if you don't cooperate, they psychically zap you in some capacity. You do see one person. It looks like they used to have eyes, and then they exploded.
Ooh. Gotta watch out for that.
Yeah, this all looks normal to me.
Does it look like
Typical
psychic,
dungeon.
psychic damage?
Some of them look like they've probably taken psychic damage in addition to starving to death. Like that's kind of their faces are racked in a pain, or it's in their eyes, kind of thing.
Right. Okay.
With
Glad we
a
got it
natural, if I can ride my natural 20, do I feel I can safely deduce that the causes of death were them trying to escape, or do I feel like they were being tortured in some other way? That you don't have to give it to me. I'm just wondering if I can tell.
No, you can tell. You can, because that's basically the same question as before, or a version of it. You don't think this is from trying to escape, because you all escaped.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I don't remember.
So
I would remember being electrocuted.
Unless this isn't the real Villyana, and you're all in the Matrix.
Oh man! I immediately asked myself some questions.
Villyana is the one spelled backwards.
It's one of my favorite jokes.
But no, you think they died due to negligence, basically,
Okay.
or negligence / torture.
Yeah. Okay.
The torture rushed them to their negligence death.
Yeah. Of a panoply of races. Is there any kind of theme there, real quick? Just.
Yeah, that was going to be my question.
All over, you are noticing probably more than anything else are varieties of elves.
Okay.
But that might be because of where you were.
Yeah.
Does it look
But they also
like
have Tabaxi and a human too, at least.
Well, they have all
company. Right.
all of you, and then after that, of just the corpses, there are other fey creatures, but also humans, dwarves, halflings. Like it's not only elves, but you would say majority elves and fey creatures.
Does it seem to line up with what we know about the Clockwork Horrors, like the worlds that they have destroyed?
From the history of Sarenspace you read, Sarenspace was a majority elven sphere.
So.
There were other races, and again, there are other races here, but they were majority elven.
Seems to have some correlation then.
Some correlation.
Yes.
I'll show myself out. I throw myself out an airlock.
Oh, good. You don't die because of the way space works here. You just kind of
you just slow orbit.
thunk back to the ship because that's the greatest gravity. But now you're on just ragdoll rolling.
Well, I said they couldn't get worse. Is that the alarm still going off, and do we hear any clang, clang, clanging?
No clang, clang, clanging, but the alarm is still going off.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if they can perhaps detect us remotely too. So how far have we traveled, I guess, since we've left? Like 30 feet, 60 feet?
Let's see. There's probably about 100 feet.
Okay.
Kind of looking through all these. You've seen a lot of. There's a tube every 5 feet, basically.
Okay.
If this was a battle map, that'd be every square. And the hallways are
just rows
double wide, even though these creatures are like this big.
Okay.
And each, it's just these tubes of people as far as we go down this hallway.
Yes.
This is just chilling. It's like we're in the walk-in freezer. as product. Is there any other? It's just this straight shot corridor. No signs of any other aperture or.
Give me. What's everyone's passive perception?
12.
10.
I remember this not being the wisest group.
Well,
I think. Yeah. What about good old, canny Alvar?
Alvar sold his soul. Alvar is not smart.
yeah.
Oh, he sold his soul.
I turned to history elf.
It's a bad trend.
History elf. Yeah.
Or one of your cleric.
Do thine
History
elf,
elf. We need
elf
you.
eyes see. Wow. Okay. Thought you guys.
I based it on class. Come on.
The elves squint. They say it looks like this pathway does have an end. Like they're squinting. But there's an end to this hallway and it turns.
So it's a really big ship.
This is by far the biggest Spelljammer ship you have ever. Based on walking 100 feet alone, that's bigger than any Spelljammer you've ever seen.
I can't
Sure,
promise
sure.
you
The bodies seem to be getting older, like as we go on.
That was my next question. Yes.
Yes, you would say that you are encountering more skeletons as you
And
Maybe
the
we're getting
rate of decay
closer
seemed to
to-
be
is commensurate.
okay.
Maybe we're getting
Okay.
closer to center. Like if they're building out from center, the older shit is
Yeah, or
closer,
or the
maybe?
Further
front,
away.
Pressure.
maybe. Yeah, the center of the front
Pardon?
of the ship. Sorry, Villyana.
Yeah, something.
All right. Well, let's keep going.
Sure.
Okay.
Sorry.
Please hydrate.
And Starshine, that is my invisible friend, kind of. Hey, listen. Keep her like 30 feet in front, just in case any.
Oh, cool.
You're invisible. Come on. Sick and tired of all the other these familiars on this channel.
Like they don't know their job.
Come on.
No, well, it's fair that I think we've established that Princess Starshine is a little less into this than you are. Mm-hmm. So she does it, but she's also kind of more aware. Like, yeah, I am disposable.
I did get her killed by an illithid once,
yeah.
so
I think that lends
Doesn't mean it
to
doesn't
her
hurt.
nihilism, though. Like that's why it's like,
yeah.
your friendship's cool until you get eaten by an illithid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Princess
So,
Friendship's no company. Yeah, I definitely, I imagine Starshine is the cigarette-stained waitress of the familiar world. But,
listen, darling.
look, I have a bottomless well of fucking rainbow energy, so some of it has to be contagious.
The further between deaths she goes, the happier she gets.
Yeah, sure. Sense. Makes sense.
It's like a bell
So many
curve.
days
Yeah.
without deaths at this workplace.
It tracks.
She has a little jersey. No one can
Yeah.
see or flip the numbers, but
Yeah. One more day and I'll smile.
hey. Okay, so she flies ahead of you, and you all keep walking, and you're a motley crew. There's like a bunch of you.
Yeah. We're a whole goonie.
Warminster's still glowing, by the way. That doesn't go away on it for a while. I can't remember how long it
He
lasts.
looks, yeah.
Like,
Does
I
he
think
have to
it's
save, or does he need a greater restore or something to
Let's
help
see.
him?
I think until he gets rid of the level of exhaustion, which is asleep. So, or someone
rest,
casts
right.
a spell on him that, and
Great,
we are
probably
too low a
greater.
level.
Yeah, I certainly am.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's not exhausted anymore.
Oh, really?
It does go away when the spell ends. I did not think that was true.
Oh, yeah. I thought
But,
it lingered, but
It's funnier to
But it
roleplay.
yeah.
He's maybe milking it.
Yeah,
Sure.
right. He's limping.
First, like you were limping with your other leg a minute ago.
My radiation limp.
I did have a
Okay.
question about some of the bodies. I know that my character, or this character, might not have been particularly in on this conversation, but just kind of curious if perhaps I notice any of the bodies having any Viking-like iconography on them.
Yes.
Okay.
You pass a skull, or you pass a skeleton with a big horned helmet. Yeah, and Karis Coldforge kind of puts her hand to it.
Oh shit, Karis is here too. So the whole crew.
It's the whole crew except for Hester Senior.
Right. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Suspicious.
So the bug. There's the Bugman, Karis Coldforge, Fenmayar Yanara, Joseph Winters, Honey of Bees. That's that crew. Your crew is Minerva, who's been quiet. Hroffin, who's habitually quiet.
Yes.
The three of you, Bubbles, who Knifey is dragging on their leash. Knifey, Alvar, Warminster. That's everybody, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think so.
So we're all pretty low level, but we make an adventuring party, so...
Yeah, I think technically Alvar is
swarm.
probably your highest level. Oh, Honey of Bees is no joke. She took on Storm of Stars.
I remember.
She was slinging some spells,
Yeah.
at least as a gelatinous goo creature, who is slowly turning an entire Tabaxi colony into just goo creatures.
Oh, no.
Was she?
What
was her class? Was she a bard?
She is
or
also
was
a
she
bard, yes.
Like a warlock. She's a bard.
She is a bard, yes.
Yeah.
She had too many spell slots to be a warlock.
Yes, correct, yes.
True.
Or a sorcerer. Yeah.
Yeah, she could have been a sorcerer, but she did identify as a bard. I think she's a swords bard.
Oh.
You don't see any swords on her, though.
That's how she gets you.
Okay.
Yeah, they're full of surprises. You're not Storm of Stars.
Yes.
And I don't know who that is. Let's keep going.
God, I lucked out so much. Does that mean if I had failed that dominate, that I would have been patient zero for our crew? Remember when she tried to dominate?
She tried to, she tried to
loft.
Gaius you.
Catch me, right?
Yeah,
that's what it was.
No, that was that, and then she tried to get you to laugh a couple times.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's creepy.
She should just try having a better personality.
Wow.
That's a bullet.
People like me.
But that wasn't her.
But that was not her.
Okay.
Right.
Boy, I do not have a lot of magical talents. Okay, let's keep walking.
So you keep walking.
Yeah.
And you keep walking.
Mm-hmm.
You keep walking. And Knifey starts whining. I'm so hungry and bored.
I hand him a snack.
Thank
treat
you.
From my rations. You're welcome.
It's organic.
It is. It is. Elf food is always organic.
Tastes like
Don't worry,
nature.
Knifey. We'll have things for you to stab in the face soon enough.
Okay.
You did a good job back there, by the way.
Oh, thanks. Does anyone want to play a game? I spy
What's the game?
with my goblin
skeleton.
eye.
It's a skeleton.
It was a skeleton.
Yeah.
Just hangs his head.
You're good at you're good at this, Villyana.
It's just not my first time playing I Spy and then Ossuary.
See, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, right? Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, like
Thank you, Mr. Orpho.
it's all right. It's all right.
Thank you.
Look, just gotta. Yeah, I just want to make sure that we focus on not getting taken. So we just have to keep our wits about us.
Yeah.
But like, okay, so that alarm's been going like arguably this whole time, unless it peters out after a while. We're in just a long ass Geiger hallway, and nothing has come to investigate.
Yet, well, we were at one side of this L where the door was, right, or whatever, the room, or that wherever we were. and then
you ran
we could have
away
gone the other way.
Yeah, you ran away from the.
So
I
it's
mean, you were always
possible
there.
if there is a response, they might be coming from that other direction. I mean, but
Well,
or they may see us. They may know what's going on, and they may be
Wow,
waiting for us, or maybe it was
Or
only
if
those
they're
two
a
guys
hive-
and we killed them.
Well, no,
Or if they're a hive mind, they might have already known.
right. No need to investigate.
Sure. Right.
Or yeah, they're not likely to want to run into like 11 or 12 of us. So I kind of have a feeling we're being ignored.
Can I
very
get
highly scrutinized
perception checks, please?
a natural 6?
Whoa. Some
Yep.
people have to use
was
pluses
looking
and
at-
minuses to get to that.
I know. I was looking at Knifey, I'm sure,
I got the 13.
13? Okay.
observing his chewing
So did I.
technique.
Okay.
I already had their scouting ahead, but if it's a scouting or noticing thing, could the Starshine have given me help?
Yes.
It would have been worse. So, wait, that looks like a fucking 13 on the dice. I can't tell. I'm just gonna trust whatever it tells me. It's a 13 total.
No, wait, no, isn't it a 7?
Well, no, I rolled 13, then a
Oh,
7.
okay. I'm sorry.
With advantage.
I
Yep.
misunderstood. Okay. None of you see this coming.
Fantastic. We're
Sarah and Taylor
all
Johnson.
goo monsters again.
Let me do this randomly. Corey. Does a 23 hit your armor class?
Yeah.
Okay. You take 5 piercing damage as one of the skeletons crashes out of the of the pod and just stabs you.
Rude.
15 of the pods open and skeletons pour out of them.
15.
Oh man!
Everybody
Now we're in a
roll
fucking
initiative.
zombie movie.
With your permission, yeah, I'm gonna roll fucking initiative.
Jesus.
All right, that actually looks like I rolled a 4 at least. Cripes almighty.
Ooh, dirty 20. Nice.
Oh shit! I can see your initiatives too. So
Yeah.
Corey's just show up. Neat.
Yeah, that's the new feature.
Oh right, I just don't have it open, but that's right. I can see all of your rolls if you're rolling in that
I wonder
app.
if I can turn. I wonder if. Huh. Yeah, I don't know where else there are dice rollers.
Yeah, I just had the log closed, but when you rolled initiative, it actually it popped up.
Yeah, I could see it. I wonder if you can turn off DM rolls, because sometimes I don't want you to see what I roll. Especially
I
when
have
it's like
not-
Oh,
damage.
we can't see what you roll, Andy.
No.
We can just see what each other rolls.
Okay, so if I
Yeah.
hold on. Let me go into a character.
See it?
Yeah, like I've only ever seen
Well, I don't roll in there very often. Hold on, so let me try it, and let's see what...
Please hold for D&D Beyond.
It's a test.
It's a beta.
Okay, I just rolled with Lily.
It's never been easier.
It just came
You
up as
rolled
a
with
question.
Lily.
Yes.
I
Oh,
see.
there's
oh,
a
I see custom roll, and it says 20 equals 20.
Well, I
Oops,
wasted
I
a
see.
d20. I'm using that as my initiative roll.
Okay.
For a good cause.
Okay, so yeah, I guess if I could find... If I had a dice roller that was like... If I could just roll dice somewhere, maybe it wouldn't show up. But if I have to roll as, like...
Yeah, if you're using my character
I'll
to roll a just
yeah.
a d20
I'll
or
mess with it
something,
later,
then
and I'll ask if you all
it'll-
can see it at some point. Okay.
yeah, then it will show up.
Yeah, but I can't... I don't know where... Anyway, that I just want a DM dice roller.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think that's a valid
Yeah.
thing to.
They don't have one for the monsters?
I am just on the skeletons page, and there is not a dice roller on there. If I built it into an encounter, maybe.
Maybe.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. 15 skeletons. Skelly-mans are in the house.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
I love that song.
I do too.
It's my jam. It's totally my jam.
Did anyone get above a 20?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't.
I have a dirty 20.
Orpho. Okay. Corey, what did you get? 13?
12.
12. And Villyana. 7.
Get all off doge there, Marty.
C button.
A button.
Okay. Skeletons go... Some of the skeletons go first. Let me say that. Not all of them are going at once.
Skellies.
And they're all going to attack each of you once. Okay. 23 again to hit Corey.
Yeah.
For 5 piercing damage.
Another 5?
Another 5.
Okay.
21 to hit... I'm sorry, 20 to hit Villyana.
That'll do it.
For 5 piercing.
Yeeps.
And 18 to hit Orpho. I don't know about
Can
that
I try and use my reaction, or are we surprised? Is this a surprise round?
No, you're not surprised.
Okay, I would like to use my reaction to use Protective Field. So I'm going to try and reduce the damage taken by this.
Okay.
By a d6 plus my intelligence mod, which is 2. So, 4 points off.
Okay, so you take 1 piercing damage. Maybe I roll well with skeletons because I like skeletons. It's never helped me in a giant fight before, so...
Yeah.
Giant skeleton is the answer.
I do like giant skeletons.
Didn't you just use one with TFU?
I did during the Red Wizard fight, yep. Yeah, that was a skeleton. That was a giant skeleton made of other skeletons.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so metal.
Orpho.
Right, you guys were...
It is your turn. Oh yeah, and they
Yes. They were in that. So okay.
We were in a different fight. We were in that fight. Well, they went on to fight other things.
But you were right. Yeah. I remember that. It's a very exciting episode. Cinematic. I would like to ask. So Skelly is attacking me with a weapon, and he's right on me, or is he like biting me or something?
A weapon, and he's right on you.
Okay, great. I will use my double-bladed scimitar to attack with a natural 8. That's a 12.
12 is a miss.
Nope. Yeah, okay. I'm going to use my bonus action, because it's the double-bladed scimitar. I can do another one with the other side. Another 8, fuck. So that's a 12. Wow, that was really amazing. Whiff. Quite spectacularly. And then I will, I guess, just sort of sit there while my face turns red, because I just missed.
Okay. Some more skeletons go at your back ranks. Jeez, they'll all hit NPCs.
Easier for you if they all get killed, right?
I mean, they don't do a bunch of damage, but there are a bunch of them, so let's see. those NPCs will go. So Knifey will try and stab one. That's a natural 1.
It doesn't have a proper face for it to stab.
I hate it. It's going right through.
Okay, look it in the eye.
It's like whack-a-mole and faces just keep popping up. Oh, that's what the shapeshifter thing.
Alvar will shoot some Eldritch Blasts. They miss. Warminster says, "Gents, let me handle this."
Kaboom.
Kaboom. He rolls a crit. So
Holy shit.
Hold on. Let me get my Skelly Man pistol. There we go.
My graveyard shift pistol.
Shooting tombstones at them out of a gun.
This gun kills undead. Corey. Oh, and yeah, he blows up a skeleton. So there's 14 skeletons.
Oh.
Spooky, scary.
Still have not had a great round so far, so...
So far,
right,
I certainly haven't.
Alright, little help.
First off, I'm going to bonus action Giant Smite. I will get as large as possible without hindering myself.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pull out my greatsword and do a whack.
Do a great big old whack.
Oh!
Ooh.
Yeah.
So that's a 24.
Nice.
Miss.
Oh,
That's
weird.
it, of course.
They're displacer skeletons.
Alright, so then that will be all of those d6s. 12 damage, plus I get to add another d6 onto that. So I'll just roll that over here. Oh, and it was a 1. So 13 damage total.
Oh, no.
13 is the amount of hit points that skeletons have.
Very nice.
Kapow!
Okay.
So I kill a skeleton.
One explodes into bone shards at your feet.
Ah, my eyes.
And I will try and move between any skeletons and my companions as possible. Particularly protecting Villyana if possible.
Okay, perfect.
Like the skishiest of at least 3 of us.
Pretty skishy.
Okay. So putting yourself forward, Skellymans attack you, Corey.
A second wave of skeletons.
Much less good than my previous attacks. The highest is a 14.
That will not hit.
Okay.
My armor class is 16.
So you are just surrounded in skeletons now. And 3 of them take some swings and miss. Honey of Bees will go. I'm only using the more combat useful NPCs. A lot of the other ones are protecting each other at the back. Honey of Bees will jump onto the wall and start climbing. And then she'll point at one and say, "Yay, you! You make me feel weird about myself."
Got him.
Suck it, you failed. You take some psychic damage.
Nice. Was that Vicious Mockery?
It was Vicious Mockery.
And he has disadvantage on his next attack, too, right?
Yep.
Okay. Nice.
Kind
feel
of more
like that
revealing
says
about
more
Honey
about-
of Bees.
Yeah, I think it says more about her than it does about the skeleton.
Yeah, but it makes the skeleton feel bad that it made Honey of Bees feel bad.
Okay, yeah, sure.
It's just playing a real
Okay.
mind game with you.
Yeah.
They're known for their empathy.
Is this the energy I'm putting out in the world of things?
Jupiter will just go totally anime on these skeletons. He'll kind of draw his scimitar with a flourish, and he'll take a step forward and do like a wide slash, and the skeleton just explodes in light because he does like auto divine smites, and just that one, and then another kind of quick step and slashes his sword the other way, and another skeleton just explodes.
I faint into his arms.
He catches you and uses you as an improvised weapon.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't even have proficiency.
I took the bar brawler feat.
Oh, well, he is proficient. I can tell you, ladies. Just promise to put me back where you found me, you know what I mean?
Animal handling check.
Villyana.
No, yeah, this is my turn. Okay, okay. Well, after imagining that whole scenario that I just described, all right, but like there's skeletons on and around me, right? I can't. There's not enough room probably to disengage properly. Am I within attack of opportunity? That's not the hand motion I want to make. Am I within?
You sure? Well, that's killing dragons. You're right. You don't want to confuse
killing
people.
Dragons, and it's getting surrounded by skeletons. So yeah, if I was to try to move back at all, I would be.
You would take an attack of opportunity from at least one skeleton.
Okay. Then I would like Starshine to move as quickly as she can to, push the skeleton, so I don't have disadvantage to attack it.
Okay.
With my boomerang. That's
what?
right. A fucking boomerang.
What? Is it magic?
It's not. It's just a boomerang. I don't know which of my several choices that led me to Villyana got me to a fucking boomerang, but it's on my sheet.
Why are you using Eldritch Blast?
Well, because I'll show you in a second.
Okay.
So,
Eldritch Boomerang.
Without disadvantage, then, because Starshine's doing a help, right? We agree on our terms?
Yep.
Okay. What do I got?
Point
range. That's the 11. Okay, 16 to hit.
16 to hit is a hit. Point range boomerang is the funniest thing to me because you're like basically this far from his head when you let go,
and then it bounces back in my hand. Yeah. It's perfect. Okay, so if you're keeping track, you can see that I rolled a 3 plus 3. That's 6 on the dice, and it is bludgeoning damage. Now, Andrew, if I understand skeletons, and I think I do.
Skellimans do hate bludgeoning damage. And I think
that's why.
I think I know that.
Oh, yes. No, I will never send a bunch of skeletons against a monk again. That's what I know.
I guess boomerangs are bludgeoning damage. What else would they be?
What else would they be? I checked.
So, I'm sorry, how much damage was it?
So it's 6 on the... 6... It's 3 on the dice, plus 3, 6 showing... I'm hoping that will be a 12.
Okay, so 12. So you left a skelly man with 1 hit point.
Damn it. But I'll take it. Yeah, well, in 3 days, you're going to not feel so good. You're going to have to go to a doctor.
Its jaw falls off, and it just kind of cocks its head at you.
Yep. Nope, welcome to the long-term symptoms of CTE, buddy.
Well, it's his turn, so he's going to stab you. 10?
10 does not... No, it's not going to do a hit. Oh, shoot, I'm sorry, I had a bonus action. Do you mind if I use this real quick?
No, go ahead.
I would like to apply a healing light to Kore.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm going to just do a 1 right now to hold some dice back. And I'm going to roll 1d6. Hopefully you see this, Andy. If not, I'll just tell you what it says. But
okay.
it should just be it's just 2. Yeah, actually, I guess all of you can see it if you look. But yes, so gain 2 hit points. Sorry, it wasn't better.
I appreciate the sentiment.
And it's not plus anything, right? It's just what it says on the dice. Okay.
Yeah, for some reason, it's not letting me scroll down enough.
Yeah, I was having, especially because I'm half screen it, so I can still see the call. I was having a real problem getting far enough down.
Yeah, mine's on my little laptop. It should just work. Let's see.
Oh, every time that because I like close it after I check each roll, and then it just brings me down to the bottom.
For some reason, the last thing I can see is Corey's greatsword damage.
Yeah, I just saw that pop up. Did you roll a greatsword by accident?
No, that was her crit from a while ago, I think.
Yeah, okay. Is it just taking a second to catch up?
I don't know. Maybe we broke it. It is an alpha, I think.
Yeah, but D&D Beyond, it's never been easier.
It's never been easier.
Plug on our show. Come on. I noticed that you're not spending as much ad revenue on those other more expensive shows.
Think of the savings.
We're cheap, buddy.
Oh boy, are we?
Yeah. I'll do it for a literal song. Which do you like?
Pay for my subscription. I'll say whatever you want.
Yeah, my range is pretty limited, though. My daughter's a good singer. I'll get her. She can sing Almost There from The Princess and the Frog.
That's a good song.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Corey, 17 to hit?
Just barely, yeah.
So 5 more piercing damage.
Okie dokie.
And Orpho, 15 to hit.
Oh, that's a miss.
Okay. I figured you're a fighter. Yeah. It has to be above that.
Yeah,
I got more of those
currently.
I got more of those healing babies. I can.
I throw a baby at you and you heal. Quick, catch!
What?
I have more of those healing babies. They're bonus actions. That's fine.
Orpho, it is your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to attack. Oh boy, natural 3. Second attack. That's better. That's a 19 to hit. So I'm gonna spam this up with one of my dice.
Force damage.
So max damage. So it is 6 force damage. Sorry, 6 plus 2 force damage plus 4 slashing.
Okay.
12 total. Yeah.
6 plus 4.
Yep.
It's 10.
No, didn't
Plus
you say
2.
6 plus 2 plus 4?
Oh, plus 2. Sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
So 12 total. So one shy of a
man.
strike with the bowling alley. I have one spare. I have a spare hit point spare on my bowling.
Yeah, we need someone to just do an
man.
AOE for like 3 damage.
I know.
Clean up some of our Mets here.
Anybody got magic missile?
Yeah, and that is my turn. I'm going to maintain.
I turn and look at Alvar.
Oh, dude, I'll get it. Ow! Skeleton will stab Alvar. Come on!
Give me back my gold, you sons of bitches.
Where are you keeping it? Okay. Knifey will explode a skeleton.
Nice.
In 5e, they're not resistant to piercing, are they? No.
They don't hand out nearly as much resistance. And it's one of the few things I can remember actually being having a weakness.
Yeah, a lot of stuff does not have vulnerabilities.
It seems to be a very rare feature.
Yeah, which I liked. I like that, but I'm a Final Fantasy head, so I like.
Well, it just seems radiant undead should be.
Yeah, and a lot like your higher undead don't
antipathetic.
Regenerate when you hit them with radiant and stuff. That seems to be their compromise, but
that's true. Right. Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I want shadows and zombies to be recoiling from my holy light.
Yeah. Alvar will blast 2 Eldritch Blasts and finish off the 2.
All right.
Skeletons just saying, "End me, please."
I don't.
Oh yeah, right.
I don't feel so good.
They're poor victims.
Another skeleton comes over, flashes a flashlight in their eyes, just kind of like, what day of the week is it? Who are you playing?
Looks at another skeleton. He doesn't even have eyes. This is bad.
Yeah, this is bad. It's real bad. They're dilated to the size of his sockets. He thinks he's playing the Bengals. The Baltimore Colts. Get this guy out of here. Get this guy out of here.
The Minnesota North Stars. Bud. It's not even the right sport.
Pew pew.
He's going to sharpshoot the one Honey of Bees damaged earlier, so he'll take that one out. Warminster.
Yeah. A skeleton with 1 hit point is as dangerous as a skeleton with any hit points. So yeah, let's make sure we clean up after each other here, guys.
Yeah. You guys are harder to hit than the bridge crew, but you're not impossible to hit.
Yeah. That's a kind of
Only
academic
level 4.
softness.
Corey, it is your turn.
All right. I'm gonna do another greatsword attack, I guess.
Okay.
All right, 19 to hit.
19 is a hit.
Excellent. Do that. And plus another d6 still, because of my giant's might. So that'll add a 4 to that, so that'll be 10 damage.
10, okay. What are you doing? What are you doing, Digny Bound? Now I can see your boomerang damage. Why now?
Yeah, maybe it's just a lag in connection.
Yeah, I refreshed the page. Oh well, it's not that big a deal.
It's never been easier.
Oh, there was a way to just look at the game log. I'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. He's still standing though.
Yeah. I unfortunately do not have a ton of bonus actions or anything on this character, so
Okay.
yeah, just... Oh, well, I guess... Hold on.
Second wind.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
could
are
do
you
a
a-
second wind.
Are you going to fight their type?
Yeah.
She is.
You could also action surge.
Oh.
That's true too. I keep forgetting about that. Although, did I
Yeah.
use it last encounter? I think I did. I can't remember.
I don't
Yeah,
think
maybe I
don't
didn't. We only had
think
that
you
one
did.
round.
Yeah.
Yeah, we only had the one round. That's right. I think I still have it.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and action surge
Okay.
and take an additional action. So I'll do another greatsword attack.
Okay.
Why not? Hey, another 19.
It's a hit.
Alrighty. I do not get the extra d6, but I did get 10 damage still.
Okay. That will kill that skeleton.
Yeah. Awesome.
Skeletons will attack Honey of Bees and Jupiter, dealing some damage. Actually, hold on.
Isn't she up on the wall?
She is. But skeletons have short bows as well as
Oh,
short swords.
okay.
So
classic.
she's like, "Oh no, my petard!
I'm being hoisted.
I'm being hoisted by it." She says, "Oh wow, you all suck." She's not.
Really?
Her vicious mockery is so like disinterested. Like that's half of it. Is that she's like, why am I even saying this to you?
Yeah,
So
no,
bad.
It's real cool girl turning you down at a party energy. Is we're being
Right. It's more about what it's not. It's less
She's got a
about
real
what she
Mean
says, and
Girls
more
thing
about how
going.
she says
yeah,
it.
yeah. It's
Right.
the energy she's bringing to it. Like, man,
Right.
That's not bad.
Spock is unimpressed. Kind of thing.
Her other attack spells are like Shatter and Thunder Wave, and she doesn't really want to do those here. So she just has
although
to
it would do a
viciously
lot of
knock them
damage to a bunch of skeletons.
down. Yeah,
I
but
can
do a lot of
respect that.
damage
Yeah,
to
but we
all
are-
of you.
Oh, true.
All of us. Yeah.
True.
We are in mixed melee.
They would be great right here. It's just the hallway's small enough that she can't.
Yeah, got a lot of innocence.
She's like, wow. Oh, great. You suck, and the damage was terrible. Okay, let's see if Jupiter can clean up her mess.
I have drops of Jupiter in my hair.
Just
Oath of the Thirst Trap. That's fucking brilliant.
2 more steps forward, 2 more ridiculous slashes. He does some flourish and sheathes his sword, as at the end, both skeletons just explode behind him.
Right. Looking away.
He's looking away.
Energy lines everywhere.
They explode in black and gray because those are his colors.
Turns and flourishes a cape that wasn't there a second ago.
Victory music starts playing.
His headband flapping in the wind.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Only one eye is ever visible at one time, right? Because of his hairdo?
Yeah.
Okay. There are 4 skeletons left. Villyana.
Well, first, I waste my bonus action mopping Jupiter's sweat with my brow.
Oh, yeah.
Weird?
About it. You're weird. What?
But all of your hair is just getting stuck in the sweat.
If you're looking at the art, you can imagine. It's a lot of tangles right now. No, okay, sorry. Again, that's a daydream that none of you heard. It's in my mead spiral-bound notebook that I wrote it in.
Villyana, or Honey of Bees keeps trying to psychically take over your dreams.
Next to Mrs. Jupiter Shadespire. It's fine. So, do I have enough space? Do I have a pocket enough that I could successfully whip a boomerang at somebody?
Yes.
Sweet. I'm doing it. And I would like to point out a boomerang shaped like a smile. So, real on brand, I'm going to say. Yeah.
Is it rainbow colored?
Yes, almost certainly. Which is why, again, I was ostracized from the Underdark. So, yes, if Starshine would once again lend me her invisible prowess to have one turn its head enough that I can get the full side of its head. Ka-clang. That's a 19 on the first roll. With advantage, it's 12, so I'll take the 19.
Yep. That's a hit.
Looks like I got the 2 plus 3 equals 5. Double it. And it still doesn't kill a skeleton, but it, again, severely injures it so it forgets its maiden name.
Okay.
Then I will... Corey, you did not do a second wind, right?
No, I did not. I'm at 26 out of 40 right now.
Oh boy, you're still a healthy girl. But I will spend 2 healing lights because it doesn't matter how many dice I spend. I have up to 5 to spend, or I can spend 4 at once. It's a whole thing. Anyway, so I'm going to spend 2 d6 to give you some good feeling. Okay, one of them. Oh, they're both 6s. Ooh, very nice. I give you 12 hit points back.
That's almost max.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
If I don't have it open, I can still see the numbers pop up.
Okay, well that's good.
Counterintuitive.
Right.
Yeah, a little strange that we as the players can see it more live than you can. I have some notes, D&D Beyond.
Well, I'm just on Orpho's character sheet, basically.
Okay, there you go.
Oh.
I just randomly pick people.
Yeah, sure.
It seems like there needs to be a DM's view or something like that. Outside of the encounter builder.
And the counter builder needs work, but it's in beta, so it's getting there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's better than it used to be.
Still very... It's a lot of stuff to interface. I mean...
Yeah.
I don't envy that task.
No, not at all.
Oh, and also, it's a fucking miracle that we're all playing D&D in different states. Using the same materials to roll dice in front of each other. So, while we're complaining
live.
about
In real time.
Bad
right,
internet on an
exactly.
airplane. Let's remember it's a fucking miracle we're flying. So yeah. Good.
Yeah, did you know that people that don't actually know how planes work, scientists are baffled by it? It's my favorite lie that people are like that thing that people say like scientists actually think they don't know how planes work. What?
Pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure they do. They fly.
Yeah.
A bumblebee can't actually sustain its own weight. Well, it does. So clearly you're wrong.
Yeah. So you can
skeletons.
I've always heard that as like according to the laws of physics, the bumblebee's weight is blah blah blah, and it doesn't know that, so it doesn't fucking care. That's what I've always heard.
Well,
which I kind of admire. I admire the bumblebee for that.
Did you know 5 out of 6 wizards don't know how Skellymans keep walking around attacking people, but they do.
It's just,
and mostly because the 6th skeleton
that they're still attacking.
That 6th wizard, a necromancer.
Wizards just build dungeons around skeletons, and then they're like, "This is fine."
Yeah.
No,
building materials.
They told us to stop disturbing graveyards. Whatever. You know, a better place to build a dungeon, son. I'd have you ask.
All my skeletons miss. So it is Orpho's turn. There are 4 skeletons remaining.
See if I can break the curse.
And a couple are injured, right? At least one is.
One is, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a hit.
Okay.
I will spam it up. Spam it up. Okay. That is 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Sorry, 5 of it was force.
Okay, that will kill that skeleton. Since it was
Yay,
slightly
and I will bonus action do one more. Replenish my die.
Okay.
So I have 1 back. And I have used that for this rest now, and I'm done.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? How many are left?
3.
How many skellies?
3. 3.
Yeah, I hear you. No, I'll wait.
Okay.
I'll just leave it at that.
And I haven't spent any spells yet. I do advise this might not be our last fight either, so don't spend it all.
That's why. That's why I'm conserving my action surge and stuff.
Yep. It'll probably be our last fight tonight. I'm guessing, but
this is a big ship.
This is a big ship. Yeah, you might want to take a short rest after this, which most of your stuff resets on. So.
Oh, now you tell me. I would have been hellish rebuking all day.
Oh, all 3 of us have the reset on the short rest.
Yeah, which reminds me at the appropriate level up to get catnap, because if all of us benefit from it, catnap suddenly has a real value.
In certain party compositions, it's real good.
Yeah.
Alvar just murderates a skeleton. He rolled a crit, and it's just his golden beams crash through it. Knifey and Warminster don't do so great. So, Corey, it is your turn.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do what I do every turn. And do a great sword attack.
Okay.
Bring giant bunny girl energy.
Oh, shit. Fucking 23.
Okay, that's a hit.
This online dice roller has been very kind for it.
I don't need to go back, quite frankly. It's...
And I'll add my extra d6. God, freaking another one. Okay, that'll be 5 damage.
How do you get 5? I saw you roll a 6.
Sorry. 7 damage total.
Okay, here we go.
I forgot to add my other 2.
Why can't I do math? There we go. Okay. Nope.
I take out half of a skelly man.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn, Corey?
No, there's really nothing else I can do.
Okay. Come on, honey bees.
Come on. H-O-B.
She will psychically explode the one that Corey just hits.
Okay.
All right.
Nice. Did she say something sassy, or is this another?
Oh, it wasn't vicious mockery. It's just when I see you, I'm confronted with my own mortality.
Back on Honey and Bee's side, she's really dropping like a real existential.
I feel like all of her things are like existential memes.
Yeah,
Like she strikes a pose and says these things, and it's like brings them down with a meme.
She's the college of the meme lord.
Yes. Oh my god, write that up even as a joke.
I'm loving these hat subclasses.
Yeah, move into that one.
Tonight.
Someone's gonna take it from you.
And the oath of the thirst trap.
Oath of the thirst trap.
Yeah, oath of the thirst trap for sure.
Super celibate, like, or they're sworn to one individual only, but like they have to be like charisma plus whatever to qualify.
I'm remarkably chaste, madam. Oh my god, that just makes it hotter somehow.
Now it's like forbidden.
Right.
Shh. Oh my god, I find it how so sexy you're so loyal to your wife. Fuck.
Right. I'm sworn to the tenets of shirtless trading about public bathing, things like that.
Actually, your value's just going up, bud. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to tell you.
Oh god, he's a good dad. Oh no.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Where did it even get in a kitten? And where did shirt go?
While everyone is staring dreamily at Marley's dad, he kills the last skeleton.
Right.
Oh, yeah, no, I knew you would. That's why I took my eyes off it.
Just hear from up on the wall. Oh, wow.
All right.
Okay. And as the skeleton dusts hit the ground, we cut away from the interns.
Okay.
Back to the planet of Morath.
Oh, okay.
You all have walked for a while, and now you're taking your rest for the night.
Lord.
Hester, you receive a sending spell.
Yeah.
From your mother that says, Lily, something strange is happening aboard the ship. The captain is unusualer. I think we're heading in the wrong direction.
End of message?
End of message.
Okay. I will say, I'm going to recur a joke, though I don't feel like Hester knows how the spell works, but I'll be like, Mother, it's Lily. No.
I think Hester was actually just presuming that people knew who she was when she would use sending.
Yeah, send to people. Who else talks like this that you know? Certainly.
It does cost words, right?
It does, but that was Marty's cleric would always introduce herself in every sending, wasting words, and it was hilarious every time.
The one I actually think I still have
like full titles and shit.
Yeah, like
the one I wasted an entire fireball level spell on introducing myself and the thing that the other person already knew, which is where we were at that point in the adventure. Then I followed up with another.
It was like, this is Chaudhry from the Tillers. As you know, we're having some problems with this
the cult problem.
Yeah,
the entire premise of this adventure, which you are well versed on. Shoot, what's his name? I want to call him Feldspar, and that's absolutely wrong. Who's the dwarven cleric who TFU is?
Imdar.
Imdar, yeah.
Oh,
Imdar.
Right. It was
I believe
Imdar.
it was to Father Imdar.
It was to Imdar.
Anyway, no, Hester knows, her mother knows who she is, and is much more trust in these kinds of things. Mother, wonderful to hear from family. On our way back, are you headed away from Morath? Be there soon. No need to spend another spell.
Okay. Storm and Marley, just give me flat D20 rolls if you don't have your sheet pulled up. I'll add your appropriate perception if you have it.
I just rolled a
Oh, okay. I was going to say,
have it
you
here.
have it pulled up.
So I would dirty 20.
Oh, perfect.
Just rolled a 12. So
17.
Okay. You both see, approaching your camp is a dwarf, kind of heavily leaning on a walking stick, big pack. They seem tired from the journey. And they walk up to your camp and they go, how you doing? Yeah.
Oh, well, friend, would you like to join our fire?
Yeah, if you don't mind, take a seat.
Please. Are you hungry?
Yeah, I can eat.
I dole out whatever we're making. Here you are. What's your name, friend?
Krim.
Grim?
And he just starts eating.
Do I know this guy's name? Do I know who Krim is?
I don't think you've ever met a Krim.
History or a Krim? Yeah, I roll a 3 on a sort of local knowledge. Okay, great to be. I am the legendary Storm of Stars, and this is.
Oh yeah. No, I know who you are. Yeah.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah. Honestly, you're a little smaller than I thought you'd be. Starts like coughing.
Oh, okay. Are you all right? You
Yeah. Just get like this. Get a little something in my throat.
I'm gonna insight this fucker. What the hell's going on here? Damn it! Natural 1. Fuck.
Can I also
That's
insight
still a
him?
5.
Sure.
Okay.
Am I on the phone with my mother at this point?
You have hung up, turned around, and now there's this dwarf just with you. 21? Yeah, there's something off about this guy.
I knew it.
Does he look my senior?
Yes.
Okay, then I go into this whole
Grandfather
Provincial,
dwarf.
hello, good sir.
Yeah.
May your
Hey.
time in the sun away from the mountain be well suited and treated to the path.
And also with you. Yeah.
What business brings you to Morath, if I might ask, noble grandfather?
Family business. It's just
On Morath.
Yeah, you know how family is, Mom always loved my brother more than me, and I just got to make up for it somehow.
I can relate. Oddly.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it's just... Brother was always, real impressive, followed in the family business, made lots of money. Mom always loved him more, and then somebody just came in one day and just killed him. And, Mom would have broken her heart to see him like that,
Uh-huh.
So, why are you here?
Yeah, like I said, family business. So I gotta, somebody's gotta deal with them damn murderers.
Mm-hmm.
Murderers?
The ones who murder your brother?
Yeah. Kona colded him to death. Sickening.
What would you say your brother's name was?
Oh, you know him. Horns
Yeah.
grow out of this dwarf's head.
I fucking knew it.
Fire starts to emanate from his mouth, and he says, "Yeah, you don't have time to plan this one, you fuckers. You're all alone, aren't you? And old Crimzano's here to feast on your bones."
Oh my god. Never fuck around in front of your DM. They will weaponize that shit against you.
Join us all next time for episode 40, Red Dragon Part 2.
I hit long rest, Andy. Should I have not hit long
rest? No, you should have hit long rest. That's fine.
You leveled up, I figured.
You leveled up. This is probably the second day of your long rest.
Good.
Okay.
Oh boy, he's right. I consider myself to have taken my spells, and I was like, oh, remember when I took all those for the dragon fight?
Outros and plugs. Timothy.
Yeah, I'm so ready to ask this guy to make a con save. Hi. Thanks for watching, tuning in. It's been another week in this parade through time and space. Well, not so much through space for many of us, but through time in these times. Thanks for laughing with us and rolling with our dice. Signing out.
Cece.
Hi, I'm Cece, aka Soup, aka Souka on Twitter and Instagram. And I want to plug fucking plot twists, because Andy just pulled that one on us. Back to you, Andy.
I'm going to send it over to Marty.
Yeah, the winds are really howling out here. Yeah, but there's a number of issues I would like to touch on. One, don't climate shame people whose area of the country do not have the infrastructure for those things that they are being shamed for. For instance, Texas is currently in the middle of some ice that they just do not have the ability to withstand, the way that northern states would not be able to withstand a Category 5 hurricane, the way that a lot of their infrastructure would support. So, just don't climate shame, because we're all suffering under the same terrible, terrible magnifying glass that will kill us all someday. Also, hey, Rush Limbaugh died. I couldn't be happier. Fuck him. He chose to use his one lifetime to spread harm. And nothing. I got nothing for you. Anyway, so that's be kind to others. That's fuck this guy. And then there's click subscribe. Like a bell. What a great episode. And if you don't believe us, watch it again. Tell a friend. See if they think it was a good episode. If they also don't think it was an episode, tell them to watch it again.
Watch it together.
Watch it together maybe next time. Make kind of a riff tracks thing. Start your own channel that is strictly commenting on our videos, which will only drive traffic to our videos. I love it. It's a great idea. That one's free.
Yeah. I will echo what everyone said, and adding on to what Marty said. Also, don't be shitty about Texas because it's a red state. Like, I saw people doing that too, and
right.
They're people. Like, fuck off. Like, they're people who are suffering. Like, if you don't have any compassion,
and not everyone there,
right,
etc. But you shouldn't even need that excuse.
You shouldn't need that excuse.
Your point. Yeah.
If you think you are better than them for some reason, guess what? You're proving you're not. You're proving you're an actively bad person. So
thank you,
just be a better person. That's it. Please
and subscribe.
Please subscribe. I hope that this episode was fun.
Person and subscribe.
Sunday is Dragon Lords. Monday, CC is playing the Evil Swords game. And Wednesday is Task Force Unlikely, and they've been taken away to a mysterious place. The Scallions. Have a good night. I still need a hand to do this thing, even with my fancy thing.
Why haven't you sprouted an extra appendage yet, Andy?
Yeah, come on.